Hey, Westchester University alumni. My name is Justin Sachoka, and welcome in to Ramblings Live. I'm super excited to be here with you today. If you don't know what Ramblings Live is, we have hosted a couple of these here on our Facebook page, and this is where the Westchester University community all gets to come together and we all get to chat with one another. And speaking of chatting with one another, we want to say hi to Margot, who's joining in, who says she's really looking forward to this episode. And Margot, so am I. That's because Dr. Zeb Davenport is here with us. He's the Vice President of the Division of Student Affairs, and we're going to chat with him in just a second. But before I bring him on here, what I want to let you know is that we have a full lineup of guests that are going to be joining us here on Ramblings Live all the way through until 2021. And while I can't share everybody that's going to be here, I will tell you that there are some incredible alumni, people that I didn't even know went to Westchester University, that started major companies that are household names, are going to be joining us right here. So I can't wait to get to chat with all of them. Plus, some of your favorite professors from Westchester University will be joining us. And I think I'm going to let it out of the bag and tease that Dr. Anita Foman is going to be here in, I think it's 2 weeks, is when she's going to be joining us, talking about the DNA project that she runs. And she was one of my professors when I was at Westchester University, so I can't wait to touch base with her. But let's bring in Dr. Zeb Davenport, who I just asked him about all the different universities he's been a part of, and rams up. Hey, I like the mask that you're wearing there. That's quite nice.
How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to be here. Glad to see you, buddy.
It's great to see you as well, and great to see you in this virtual format. Where is it that you're joining us from? Are you joining us from home right now?
No, I am actually in my office here at Westchester.
You're in your office, okay.
I want to give a quick shout out to Lisa Wright Bryant and to Margot Mass Rams Up. Thanks for joining us.
They are joining us, and they are commenting in, and just like Margot and Lisa who are commenting, if you comment on our live video, and some people don't always watch these live, so if you happen to watch it within the next 24 hours, the mask that Zeb was wearing is actually what the price is today. So we're going to be giving that away. Now, I didn't get one. I wasn't able to model it here. Do you mind throwing that on for us again to show off how it looks?
Oh, yeah.
It looks pretty good. So there it is. That's our prize for today, just like we do on every Ramblings Live. I like on the side, everything. You're going to pick out your color, and then
I'm going to make sure you can give away another one too. I've got two left
here
on my desk. Now, I won't give you this one. I'll give you a brand new one. So you can also give this one away, all right?
Perfect. There we go. 2 masks. So we're going to pick 2 winners today. Then the winners will be notified within the next 24 hours. Adam is joining in, who's saying Rams up, baby, and Rams up to Adam and to Michael that's joining on. And we want to say hi to everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live. Now, Dr. Davenport, I want to know, where is it that you're from? Because you told me a little bit about your story very briefly beforehand. And I think it was 4 different universities, or this is the 4th university that you've worked at, but you've kind of been all over the country.
Yeah, you don't have to tell everybody that. Now, my nephew said to his uncle one day, he said, "Uncle Zeb can't keep a job. He's worked at 5 places." Well, I have. In fact, I started my career at James Madison University. That's the most recent piece of it that I was telling you about. But before that, I had worked at Appalachian State University. I worked in the community college setting for a number of years. Then I moved to James Madison University, which is my alumni, my alma mater, my bachelor's and my master's. I worked there for 10 years, then moved to Midwest out in Northern Kentucky University, right outside of Cincinnati. And from there, I went to Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, and then came here to Westchester University.
So what made you decide to come to Westchester University? What was the appeal?
Yeah,
because you've been here for 4 years now.
Yeah. So when I first came, I was actually here in an interim role. And honestly, to be frank with you, I thought I'd be here for about a year or so as an interim. And then I was going to, look at another opportunity. And literally, when I came here, it was amazing. The students were absolutely phenomenal, the campus environment. And so when it got to the point where I was getting ready to make a decision, I had a great conversation with President Fiorentino, who had just got appointed as the president. And he and I had a long conversation about Westchester and the impact that we could have here and what we wanted to do. And from that point, I decided to stay. And man, 4 years has gone by so fast. It's been a phenomenal experience.
I graduated 6 years ago, which I can't believe. Did I do my math right? Yeah, 6 years ago. That's crazy to me.
You're old,
you're right. Thank you for the reminder of that.
Always.
I know.
Yes,
I
always.
feel it. This graduating class 2020. This is crazy. I graduated in 2014. I'm going to throw you on the spot now here. I have run into you several times at restaurants around Westchester when, of course, we were able to go to restaurants. So which one is your favorite? If you had to pick one restaurant in Westchester, which one are you going to go to? That's right. You called me old.
Can I give you three?
You can list all of them if you want to.
All right. So I'm going to give you my 3 favorite restaurants in town. All right,
okay, let's hear it.
Tekka.
Ooh, yep.
Love that. Pietro's Prime.
Right.
That's a
good one.
The other one I like, well, this is a toss-up, but I like limoncello.
Good choice.
And then the other one, let me see, the sushi restaurant. What is that on Church Street?
Okay, so on Church Street, that one is Kuma.
Kuma, that's the one.
But have you tried Tsunami? That's my sushi place.
All right, well, I got to check
it's
Tsunami
good.
out.
You got to try Tsunami out.
Yeah.
And now we have all these alumni that are watching us right now, and they're salivating because they want to come back to Westchester and try all of these different restaurants out.
On you, Justin.
You know what? You heard it. No, not really. So you came here to Westchester University, and your position, you were the vice president of the division of student affairs. What is a day in the life of the VP of that division? What is it that you do exactly?
So no day is the same. When I say no day is the same, literally no day is the same.
Yeah.
Usually it's filled with meetings. I believe that my job here is to build bridges and open doors, and ultimately to provide an experience for our students that's second to none. Build a program in the Student Affairs Division, the co-curricular side of the house, that what I believe completes the educational mission of this university. Frankly, when I think about the educational mission, it's educating students both inside and outside of the classroom. So a day in the life for me is continuing to serve the students and the folks who are in my division to make sure that they have the opportunity to do their best work to help our students succeed. But fortunately or unfortunately, I spend a lot of time in meetings managing policies and procedures and things of that nature. But I love this work because ultimately, Justin, I get to take a break. I go out on the quad. When students are there and they're throwing the frisbee, they're throwing football, they're throwing baseball, I jump in and get my student break fix, and then I get back to work.
I was just going to say, you strike me as the type of person where if you see a frisbee going across the quad, you're probably going to invite yourself into that game.
Oh, yeah. And I do.
And that's good. That's good. I think that's what students love.
Yeah.
Now, the elephant in the room, of course, is the fact that coronavirus and COVID-19. And can you explain I know that there might be some people that are watching that have children that go to Westchester University, or they might be people who are at Westchester University themselves right now. What's happening in the fall right now? What can we expect in the fall? And then how does that change your position and your job? And I'm assuming that things have had to change a lot with what it is that you do.
Yeah. So frankly, to be honest with you, since March, literally, I've been coming to the work every single day. My work really has been trying to figure out ways to make sure we can provide a safe environment for our students. And as you know, fortunately or unfortunately, we had to make the decision to go totally remote. And which means all of the folks in the faculty had to figure out how to switch their courses to provide remote opportunities for our students. Well, honestly, we did the same thing in student affairs. We have over 100 major programs and services that we offer for our students in person. Well, over the last few months, the directors in the division have been working to provide those same programs for students remotely. And so it's been an incredible transition, not only for faculty, but for the folks in this faculty, for the staff and administration in the Division of Student Affairs, to be able to provide those same opportunities for our students remotely. What we say is this, Justin: taking classes remotely, you could go to Capella, you could go to any of these proprietary institutions, But what
Yeah.
we're focusing on is how do we make this environment still special, still unique for our students so that when they transition back to campus, it's not like they've missed a beat. So we really have worked hard, been very
Yeah.
diligent in our efforts to create those wraparound programs, those support programs, and those educational opportunities for our students outside the classroom as well.
And I'll tell you, somebody who I'm close with a lot of people who work at Westchester University and people who are in the Division of Student Affairs. And I mean, on day one, when this all happened, the whole university, from what I saw from the outside perspective of knowing my friends, I mean, it was, you were all in meetings all the time to
Yeah,
get with this and figure it out. Do you feel like you're in a groove now? Do you feel like you've gotten into? I know that things change all the time, and
yeah.
you're obviously adapting to that. But you're all of your hard work and your leadership seems to have really paid off in the end here for making the best case scenario.
So that's a really good question about being in the groove. So when you think about the life of how we operate here at the campus, when the
Mm-hmm.
students are on campus, we're at this level, and usually in the summertime when they leave, our work still goes on, but the energy kind of drops because the students are gone. Well,
Sure.
in March, when we started going remote, instead of dropping, we went to this level, right? And so we've
Yeah.
been working diligently to prepare for our students. And it's already like one more week and the students are back in class. So we have students
Yeah.
moving on campus
How's
right
good?
now, right? So we're going from here up to there. So
Yeah.
being in the groove is really about preparing ourselves to receive some of the students. We only have about 550 students living on campus, but we do
Oh
have
wow.
students in the borough. And so and our facilities, for the most part, are still open. So we're like ramping up because we don't know what the demand is going to be, but we need to be prepared, whether it's food services, psychs, the rec center, the library. We're kind of ramping back up. So it's really not, the groove is still to be determined.
Yeah, yeah. I obviously and adjusted to with however things change as time goes on. What as a first year student? I mean, I remember my time at Westchester University being that first year student and stepping on campus, and I wish that so many people could have that. What's being done, or what can a first year student expect this year? Maybe somebody who is remote. Will they? And I know that it's hard to predict what's going to happen in the future, but that's what they can expect right there. And little side project, if you're watching right now and you comment, that can be yours. So make sure you comment because we're going to pick a random winner there. That was my transition to get that in there again. But what can be expected for a first year student at Westchester University this year?
Living on campus or just regardless?
Regardless, somebody who, whether they're taking classes online or if they come on campus, obviously the campus is going to feel different naturally.
Yeah.
So what are the expectations that they can have?
So what I would say to students who are taking classes remotely, I mean, obviously that is a big thing, right? But we have worked very diligently to make sure that our classrooms are outfitted with the type of technology that will allow professors, if they so choose, to enter a classroom and students can take classes in real time remotely. So
Okay.
what's interesting, and they have this, well, we're in a place, in a space right now where we are, I hate to say this, but sometimes, when you're in uncharted territory, you're really kind of forging your way as you go along. But what's
Sure.
happened here is we've been preparing to make certain that we can provide for the optimal experience for our students, whether they are on campus, off campus, taking classes remotely. So really the experience is like we're doing right now, this exchange right now,
Yeah.
having classes that will be taught in real time and having them done in a Zoom technology so that students will be able to take the classes, engage with faculty, engage with their colleagues and classmates. If you're on campus, it's the same thing. You have access to a few buildings, but ultimately, we students will be walking around. They will be in anytime they enter a building, they have their mask on.
Yep.
Anytime they're in public spaces and they can't socially distance by 6 feet, it's really a very different environment, Justin. Um, and we're doing our best to make sure that the transition for our students, be they new or returning, is a smooth transition. But it's really a different place. If you've had a chance to come on campus right now, a year ago, this place would be buzzing. And right now, you see a few people here or there.
That it's crazy. I actually just moved away about a month ago, but I lived in Westchester for the last 3 years and lived very close to the university. and would drive by, and it's crazy how quiet it is. You're right. It normally would be buzzing right now. And it's definitely very different.
You moved away and you didn't tell me.
I'm sorry.
I thought.
Well, okay. Let's go back here, because Zeb and I, we have a mutual friend by the name of Sabrina.
Yes.
And Zeb and I, you're rolling your eyes. Zeb and I, we want to get lunch, but Sabrina's like, no, I don't want to mix my two worlds. You're not going to go get lunch with one another. But are the food trucks still going to be open or not on campus?
That's a great question. Yeah, so obviously the food trucks, they're independent. We hope that they will be back. One or two that's been open this week, but we don't really have control over those food trucks. But we certainly hope that they will be there. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because food is huge, right? So while we are even in this COVID environment, we still have students who have meal plans. Our large dining hall will be open. We have the Sykes facility will be open, Rams Head Food Court. There'll be Chick-fil-A, Greens to Go, the grill, the sandwich shop, and Starbucks. Starbucks will be open as well. So students will be able to access food while they're here. Faculty can access food, staff can access food, and all of the people who are watching us come back and access food, because we do have it on campus.
Well, you and I, and we're going to invite Sabrina. She's what? There's her comment.
Really?
Rude. Because we rolled our eyes.
We'll invite. Won't let us have lunch.
Let's do lunch at a food truck. There's obviously options. We're going to get lunch. We're going to have a socially distanced lunch. That's what we're going to do. So you mentioned some halls that were there. So you just mentioned about Lauren's Dining Hall, and I'm going to put you to the test here. So this is the third time, I believe, or maybe it's the fourth time that we've played this game, and it's called Name That Hall, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to show you a picture of a hall, and you have to name which one it is. Now, go ahead. You have a question?
I want to know if I can have a lifeline, phone a friend, and something else.
So no one I've given that to, but I will allow you to do that. Yes, I will give that to you. But that's just for you. Okay. So we're going to start off with this one right here. What is the name of this hall?
That's Phillips.
There you go. Now, a lot of people call it Asplund. At least I always called it Asplund, but I realized everybody says Phillips. So that's Phillips. That's right. How about this one?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the hall across from main hall on the quad. Yep. And if I say Anderson and I'm wrong,
so don't say that then. So then I wouldn't say that. No.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's next to Anderson and next to Ruby Jones. I'm phoning a friend. Margot.
Let's see. Someone will comment in on what that is, and we're going to let that be the phone the friend. So if you know what the answer to that hall is, go ahead and comment, and we'll bring your comment up for Zeb. You mentioned this one. Which one is this?
Oh, that's that's Main Hall, but it's not Main Hall. That's Anderson Hall. But that's Ruby Jones.
That's exactly right. There we go. That's Ruby Jones. The Serpentine Rock all looks the same.
Yeah, that's the business building.
That's exactly right. That is the business building. How about this? I saw very little of this when I was at Westchester University. It was there. It was there.
Everybody knows.
That's where the smoothies were.
Yeah, that's the rec center.
That's the rec center. That's exactly right.
Let me say this. My dear friend Helen Hammerschmidt gave me the answer to recitation.
Recitation. There you go. Helen got it right. That is exactly right.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, see, I thought it was tricky. Which one is it?
That's so easy. You don't know that hall?
No. What is it?
You don't know that hall. Come on.
Oh, buddy. I know. I have the answer. I know the hall.
Is that 25?
Oh.
No.
What is it? Marion Science Center.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah. It's a different angle.
You. That's Anderson.
Of course.
There's Anderson.
That's Anderson. Hey, third time's the charm when it comes to getting Anderson. How about this one?
That is Goshen Hall.
Nope. Try again.
Tyson Hall.
Nope. Try again.
Oh, that's Wayne Hall.
Oh, no. Try again.
Come on. What is that?
Oh, someone watching. Help him out. Help him out. There's not many halls left. I mean, you got just go through the rest of the list. You got to get one. That would be Schmidt Hall, right on the corner.
You know, that looks awfully weird like that.
It's a different angle. I recognized it.
I'm embarrassed because that's a residence hall. That's Phillips Hall. Let's go back.
There we go. Yeah, we're going back right. I had to give you one so you could get on the top there with the win.
Get back on it.
All right. Well, great job with Name That Hall. Lisa Wright Bryant is joining in, all caps, Schmidt Hall. She got it. Schmidt Hall is exactly right. Now, of course, you didn't go to Westchester University, so I'm pretty impressed with how many you knew for just walking around for the last 4 years, because I walked around campus after going here for 4 years, and I still had to look up the answers for some of them.
But wait, in all fairness, I should have known those halls. I should have known those halls.
You know what? Just we'll come back again. We'll have you on again. We'll recap how our lunch went live for everybody, and then we'll play again. Give you a second shot.
I want a second chance.
All right, that done. We'll give you that second chance. I want to know though, what is your favorite memory from Westchester University so far? So you've been here for 4 years, and campus has changed. I mean, campus changes all the time. I feel like probably any campus is always ever changing. But in the last 4 years, you have to have seen a lot of different changes. But what is your favorite memory so far?
That's a really great question, and probably different than what people might think. I will tell you the most impactful thing for me in my 4 years of being here was really the exhibition of students who care. There was a gentleman, he works in Einstein Brother Bagels, and he had a brain aneurysm. And literally, I'm not joking you. Every time I tell this story, I get goosebumps on my arms. And he was having difficulty with his medical bills. And the students rallied around him, and they created a GoFundMe page, and they even had a program in Asplund Hall and raised money to help him offset his medical expenses. And when I think about, and this is, I mean, when you think about all of the things that happen on campus, new buildings and national championships in athletics and all of that, it's really about these students who make a difference in people's lives. And to me, that is second to none. And so the big thing, when I talk about that all the time, and when we get a chance, when I talk about the Rams Up, I will share with you the story behind that. But this is an example of what our students do. And when we talk about a community that cares, these are our students. You were one of them. I mean, you all make this place special. That's why I want to be here.
I think it's a great answer, because I know exactly what it is that you're talking about. I have friends that were in the Friar Society that were a part of that, and it does. As an alumni, it makes you really proud to see that that's happening, and you reflect back to the things that I remember I got to partake in when I was at Westchester University in different service organizations and in the radio station and with WC Weekly and all the stuff that I was involved in. There's a lot of really cool things that Westchester University has to offer, and it's really quite unique. And everybody that's watching, I'm sure, can probably share a story similar to that, of a time that they were able to do something that was either paying it forward or to partake in a big group organization activity that is just really special. And there's something about Westchester University and the students that go there and the alumni and the connection, all of that just makes it so unique. You talked about Rams Up, and I do want to talk about that a little bit more. For anyone that is watching that has no idea what we've been doing this whole time when we say Rams Up, what is this? What is Rams Up?
All right, so to be an official member of the Golden Rams family, you have to understand and know what Rams Up is all about, right? And so probably, Justin, just about 3.5, 4 years ago, we were talking about what makes this campus special. And, folks talk about Ram pride, and we do have pride to be Golden Rams. And so we were in the room with probably about maybe 30 to 50 people, and that was students, faculty, staff, administrators. We were talking about what makes Westchester a special place. And we were trying to figure out, like, what's the slogan? Who are we? Like Penn State, whatever Penn State's slogan is, I don't even like saying it, but everybody
I'm not going to say it either.
Right? And we were saying, what is it? What is it? Right? And so we really started talking about this community of people who really care. The students, they care about each other. The faculty care about the students. Administrators and staff care about students. Students care about administrators. We care about our community. We care about the global society.
Yeah.
And at one point, somebody said, "Golden Rams." When the going gets tough, Golden Rams. We get up, we step up, we show up, and we stay up until the work gets done. And so we said, "Well, who's up?" Well, Rams up. So that's why we started the Rams up. So whenever the going gets tough, Rams up. We have to Rams up. We have to get it going and stick with it. Now, let me just, for the viewers,
yes.
I'm going to teach folks how to do their Rams horns, okay?
Well, great minds think alike, because I was just going to ask, because you can't do that. There's a there's a specific way to do it.
You can't do that.
No.
All right, so I'm going to walk you through, all right? You ready?
Please do.
Right, you hold your hands like this.
Okay.
Hold your hands like this.
There we go.
Now close them like that.
Yep.
Close them down. Now put your index finger and your pinky finger up. Now you got you close them, bend that right there. All right. That's the Rams horn. Okay.
Do I need to make the sound effect when I do this?
No, don't.
Do I need to do that? Okay, I just can do that naturally. Got it.
Don't do that. Do that. Yeah. And don't.
There we go. Rams up. Rams up. I love it. Now, anytime people, I've seen people on campus literally do this to each other. That like they'll yell Rams up to one another. It's awesome.
Well, it's funny because I got a picture from an alum who had other alum in their wedding, and for everybody from the bride, the grooms, the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, they all took a picture with their Rams up, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, and how cool and unique to be a part of something like that, where and the whole group that you were with that created that, because it's something that you all started that literally is spreading across campus, and new students that come in and alumni, and they'll probably be doing that for forever. That's a pretty cool thing.
Just to say this, that actually a student said that, so it came from a student, and to me that's what's special about it. It wasn't like concocted. It wasn't it was a student that said that. This resonates to me, and that's why it's so special to me.
That's awesome. What are you most proud of? Let's end on that. Of your time at Westchester University in the last 4 years, what is it that you're most proud of, that either you've seen at Westchester University or something that you've been a part of? It's a little bit of a vague question, but I'm going to leave it to be vague and let you interpret it as it is. What are you most proud of in your time here so far?
That's a great question. I would say being a part of, in my own little way, my small way, being a part of creating special moments for our students, like being a part of a tradition, being a part of this place, right? And trying to make a difference in people's lives. That's what keeps me going. What I do, Justin, I love. It's my passion, and I get paid to do what I love to do. Connect with people, resolve issues, provide opportunities for people to be successful, and that to me makes me proud. And even though I'm not an alum, I will say this: we have a union on campus, the AFSCME union, and they have accepted me as an honorary member of their union, right?
There you go.
So to me, those are the things that make me proud. Being a vice president is one thing, but making a difference in the lives of people is something totally different. So.
Well, I can tell you that I know that you lead an incredible team of people, and everybody in the Division of Student Affairs just puts students first with absolutely everything they do. And there's a lot of people that work in that division that are under your leadership. And I've seen firsthand, I advise the students at the campus radio station, see a lot of the events that go on. And thankfully, even though I moved away, still do come back to campus. And I do get to be on campus more than most alumni do who move far away, and have gotten to see those changes that were implemented and gotten to see all the positive side of things. So thank you for everything that you've done, and thanks for making campus as amazing as it is, and for adapting in times like these for students who can still have that Westchester University experience that all the alumni that are watching have watched today and have commented on this post all had. And that's what I know we all strive and hope that can be passed along to all the other students. Lisa joining in saying, Zeb, thank you for all that you do for our beloved WCU students. Lisa, thanks for commenting. Rams up. And let's see. Oh, Michael's saying great job on this. And Michael, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. Anybody that's watching, one last time, because Dr. Davenport here, not just one mask, we're giving away two. So Dr. Davenport has another one he's going to throw in. We're going to give away two different masks, not the ones that he's modeling. He will keep those for himself. We'll give you two brand new ones. Within the next 24 hours, all we need you to do is comment on this post. Let us know the year you graduated. Say hello. Anything that you want at all. Let us know your favorite restaurant in town. He got in trouble over there when he had to name some of his. Name yours. Let us know where your favorite restaurant is, and we will put you in, and we'll contact two different winners within the next 24 hours. Dr. Davenport, thank you so much for joining in with us on our Ramblings Live. I look forward to our lunch, which we will get on the calendar. We're going to do that this fall semester.
We should actually have lunch on Ramblings Live, and
I'm all for it.
I'm serious, and we can comment on the food. We should do that.
Let's make it happen. We will make that happen. I am all for that. Absolutely.
Just don't tell Sabrina.
No, I will tell Sabrina, and I will. Well, I didn't say I was going to invite Sabrina. I just said I was going to tell her. Yeah. No, I'm just going to tell her. Good seeing you. Rams up. And wait, I did that wrong. Rams up, and I'll see you soon.
Take care.
That right there is Dr. Zeb Davenport. He's the Vice President of Student Affairs. What an awesome guy who really makes it like I said, there's a huge team of people, but he's the leader there at the team at Westchester University for the Division of Student Affairs, and really, really just incredible everything that they've been able to do. Thank you so much for joining us here on Ramblings Live. We were talking about the importance of Westchester University and how everybody can stay connected and how students get connected and how special that is. And if you want to be a part of that still, even though you're an alumni and you graduated, Ram Nation exists. That is an alumni to alumni networking center or an alumni to student networking center that you can be a part of. If you want all the information, you go to wcualumni.org/Ram Nation, and you can connect with current students or other alumni for networking opportunities. It's completely free to do. I'm a part of Ram Nation. I joined not too long ago, just a couple months ago. It's open and available for you to do and to connect with people. I hope to see you here on Ramblings Live for our next edition, when Dr. Anita Foman is going to be with us discussing the DNA project that she runs. I can't wait to talk to her about that. I actually took that class when I was here at Westchester University, and we'll see the progress that she's made, because I think she's been in the New York Times on that. She's been on a whole bunch of different magazines. Lots of different videos have been done about that. So we're going to catch up with her next time. Don't forget to comment so you can win that mask. We're going to pick two winners, and we'll see you next time for Ramblings Live right here on the Westchester University alumni page.